Okay, so hey there guys. So today's video is going to be a huge products I've used up video slash declutter. I know that I filmed my products I used up for my project pan this year already, but there are quite a few products that are skincare or setting sprays or primers and stuff like that that I didn't include in that I'm going to be including in this video. I just want to grab a trash can real quick so I can actually toss these things when I'm done because I've just been having products accumulate in my room and it's just been ridiculous, so I just need to get rid of them. So let's finally film this video. Alright, so we have a couple of primers in here. The first one is the CoverGirl True Blend Face Primer, and I actually just used this up a couple of days ago. I actually really did enjoy this primer, and I wish that I still had it in my collection, but I'll probably just go out and repurchase another one. I don't really purchase too many primers really that much anymore at all. I forgot to include one more. Oh my god, I'm such a mess. Like, I brought everything over here, and then of course I forget everything, but this one's like pretty far down as well. So I'm just going to include this one too because I film these products I've used up videos so rarely now that I forget like how many products I actually do use up because this thing is full. So this is the first one, and yeah, I really did enjoy this, and I think I will definitely repurchase another one at some point, or maybe repurchase one of CoverGirl's newer primers. So I really liked that one. And I also did use up my first Wet n Wild primer as well. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer. I actually have a second one in my collection already. This one is actually really nice as well. It has like that same white moisturizing kind of consistency that the CoverGirl one does. I'm actually just wearing concealer today. I didn't feel like wearing foundation, so I'm not wearing a primer today. I'm just wearing the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, which I use up constantly. But yeah, this is a really nice primer as well. I probably won't repurchase it after I use it up again, but also at the same time, it is, again, a very cheap primer, and it works, and it's good. It's easy to use, so I might repurchase it. I might not. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, this is a good, cheap primer. Then I also have one of the NYX First Base Primer Sprays. I use this every single time I prime my face. I actually have been forgetting to reach for it lately because I've been so used to not having it in my collection lately. So I've been kind of forgetting to put it on my face before I put my primer on. I don't know why my dogs are barking right now because there's nobody here, so I don't know why they're barking. They just bark at everything lately, and honestly, it's like so freaking annoying. But I always put this on as my first base priming step, and I love this guy, so I actually finally went and picked up another one like last week. But yeah, I haven't had it for a little while, and I realized that I really do like this, so I went and got another one. So yeah, this is nice too. Then I have quite a few setting sprays. The first one is the Too Faced Hangover RX 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. I think I had like a mini version of this in my collection at one point, or maybe it was just the regular Too Faced primer. But this is really nice for priming your face and also setting your face. That's why I didn't go out and repurchase the First Base NYX primer right away, because I had this to prime and set my face. And I got this from Chip in our makeup swap, and I already ended up using this guy up. It didn't take me very long at all, probably because I used it twice in my makeup routine by priming and setting my face, but I actually really enjoyed this, and I think that it did a really good job of keeping my makeup on for a while, so I actually really did enjoy that. Then I have two of the Milani Make It Last 3-in-1 setting sprays. I actually really like these setting sprays. They smell so good, and I actually think this is probably my favorite setting spray other than the Urban Decay All Nighter. I just love how this smells. I love how it feels on the skin, and I feel like it does keep your makeup on for a really long amount of time. So I actually really did enjoy this setting spray. It claims it's 16-hour wear. I just love the scent of this. It has like this beautiful like watermelon-y kind of scent. So yeah, I did use up two of those guys. And then I also, of course, have, I'm pretty sure I have more than one of these in here, but I have the NYX Dewy Finish long-lasting setting spray, and I already have another one of these in my collection. This is pretty much the cheapest setting spray. When I wanted to go and get a new one, I wanted to purchase the Milani one, but they didn't have it in stock at my CVS, so I just picked up this one again, and I'm working on another bottle already. I've used up like two of these before this. I really love this setting spray as well. It might not make your makeup last as long as the other ones do, but it has such a hydrating, dewy finish to it, and I really do enjoy this as well. So that's another good one. I forgot to include this Smashbox primer. It's pretty much to the bottom. I really haven't used it that much lately, but this would be the second one that I've used up of the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is probably going to be used up very, very soon. But every time I try to squeeze it out, really not that much product comes out, but as you guys can see, it's pretty much on its last leg, so pretty much used up this guy as well. Okay, then we have two eyeshadow primers. We have two high-end ones. We have the Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. I used up both of these towards like the beginning of the year last year. I just like have been holding on to them for so long because I really didn't want to get rid of these because I love them, but they're pretty much done. So I love this primer. This is a cult classic, talked about primer for a reason. It really is an amazing primer. I wish I would go out and purchase this again. Maybe if I find it at Marshall's for like half price, I'll probably pick it up, but I haven't been able to find it. I've found like the Smashbox primer duo with this guy in there, but I haven't found this yet. I'm pretty sure they have this at Marshall's, but maybe not. But this is a great primer, so I love that. And then the MAC Prep and Prime 24-Hour Extended Eye Base I also used up as well. I mean, I go through eyeshadow primer pretty quickly, and this is pretty much all the way to the bottom as well. I'm pretty sure if I try to squeeze product out of either of these, like nothing comes out. And I'm pretty sure that these are both pretty old. Yeah, it's done. Nothing comes out of here. So this is also a fantastic primer as well. I really want to go out and get at least one of these again because my Milani one and the Wet n Wild one, they really aren't that great. They're both a very dry consistency. And since I have dry eyes already, I did decide to put on primer today, even though I was just wearing concealer today. I still put on primer, and I think my eyeshadow actually turned out pretty well today. I did a full MAC look. I used a bunch of MAC products today. But yeah, MAC really does make some bomb-ass products, so I love this primer as well. Speaking of MAC, I'm also getting rid of my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium. I think I've had this almost 2 years now, and I just noticed that it doesn't perform the same as it used to. So I think it's pretty much on its last legs, and I really never reach for it anymore. I think I've gotten my money's worth out of this since I did hit pan on it a while ago, and that's how much product I've actually used. It really does make me sad to let this go, but pretty much people say that the the Wet n Wild baked setting powder, the Mega last one, what is it called? The Photo Finish powder is pretty much a dupe for this one, so why do I need to keep this in my collection if I don't really reach for it anymore when I'm wearing the Wet n Wild powder today? So I don't really need this anymore. Again, I just don't reach for it anymore. Like, it just sits in my, it would just sit in my bathroom and I wouldn't use it. So I think I'm finally going to declutter it and just say that I used this up because I think I got my worth out of this. So I'm going to get rid of that. We also did use up a brow gel, so I'm going to finally get rid of the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Mascara, or brow gel. This is the Brow Plumper, I believe. They don't sell this in CVS anymore, I'm pretty sure. Like, from what I saw from like Young, Wild, and Polished, they said that they don't sell these anymore, or they're discontinued, and they have like new L'Oreal products now. I actually just picked up a new brow mascara from L'Oreal because I actually really do enjoy their brow products, and I really needed a new one because this one is really old and it wasn't really performing as well anymore. So I was like, I need to get rid of this finally and get a new brow gel, because when I have a brow gel, it's the only one I use and I use it to death. So I was like, I need to go get a new one because this is like done and it's kind of getting gross now. So yeah, like I said, I'm only picking up products that I've used up, like a new eyeshadow primer, a new brow gel, a new face primer. Like, that's all I'm going to be picking up. I'm also going to make a whole video on a no-buy as well, but I'm only picking up products that I've used up and I need in my collection, like primers, eyeshadow primers, and brow gels. Like, you know, like, those are things I go through pretty frequently that I need in my collection, and they're not really wants, they're more like essentials. So Love this guy as well. Then from what you guys saw in my used up foundations, I did use up 5 foundations this year, so we're just gonna, I actually used up 6 foundations this year, but we're just gonna breeze through this real quickly. Where's the last one? It's somewhere in Narnia. The Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in the color 2. You guys know I love this foundation. I have went through, this is my 4th bottle that I've went through. That one is amazing. My Lancome Taint Idol Ultra 24-Hour Makeup in the shade 210 Buff N. I purchased my 2nd bottle, and I have my 2nd bottle in my collection now. Another one of my Holy Grail foundations. I love this guy. My Dior Skin Forever Perfect Makeup in the shade 014. Again, I freaking love this foundation, and the reason why I purchased the Lancome over this one is because this one sets a lot faster than the Lancome one does. Oh, here's the 5th one. But those are the 3 high-end foundations I used up this year. I purchased this during the Vibe sale back in, I believe, spring of last year. I think I was actually able to participate in that one. I'm pretty sure that's when I picked up the Vizart palette as well. Was that spring or was that last Christmas? Maybe it was 2017, not 2018, but yeah, use that one up as well. Then I have the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup in the shade N12. I haven't went out and purchased a new drugstore foundation in a while because I want to use up the other ones that are in my collection. This was like the last one that I used up this year that was drugstore, and yeah, I really did enjoy this, but again, I don't enjoy it as much as the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. This one's a much more yellow tone than the Giorgio Armani. I think that one's a much better tone for my skin tone, and I just like it more on my skin in general than this one. This is a great one, though. I do love it. And then the last one is the number 7 Lift and Illuminate Foundation in the shade Cool Vanilla. I love this guy. I know that there's a little bit of product left in this, but it did expire a while ago, and I noticed every time I put it on my face, it was kind of irritating my skin. I would have used this up, though, after I would have used this, like, it probably would have been, like, 1 or 2 more uses, and then I would have used it up, so I'm kind of bummed that I didn't use it all up, but like I said before and a million times before this, that when I got this, it was, like about to expire like 2 months after I bought it. 2 months before I bought it, I mean. When I bought it, it was like October or September 2017, and it said it expired in November. So I should have went back and exchanged it for a new one, but I didn't. Like, I just wanted to use this one up, and then I noticed it was like irritating my skin. So, and then the last one was the Maybelline Fit Me, foundation, but I don't have that bottle with me anymore. Okay, so now let's get into some like skincare and stuff. I do have one simple micellar water makeup wipes in here. You guys know these are my favorite makeup wipes, but I haven't been using makeup wipes anymore. I've only been using micellar water to take off my makeup now. The only makeup wipes I have in my collection now is only to wipe off makeup swatches, and I just picked up the e.l.f. cleansing cloths. I was going to pick up another one of these, but I was like, if I just needed to wipe off swatches off my hand, I might as well pick up something cheaper. So these are like $4 compared to these, which are like $8. So yeah, I was like, why not just pick up something cheaper if I'm not using it on my face? We do have one concealer, which is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Concealer Aqua Sealer. I did say I used this up in my other video of products I used up throughout the year. One of my favorite concealers. I have a second one in my collection now. I was just missing this concealer so much, so I had to repurchase one at one point, and honestly, it really is an amazing concealer. Even though I don't love Tarte right now, this is a bomb-ass concealer, so I love that guy. I have one dry shampoo in here. This is the Batiste Dry Shampoo Coconut and Exotic Tropical Batiste dry shampoo. This is probably the 3rd bottle of Batiste that I've used up. I've used up 2 of like the berry ones before, and I've used up this one. I do have a 4th one in my collection of like the big one from Marshall's, and they're the price of these at Ulta that they are at Marshall's, like the bigger bottles are $5 at Marshall's when they're like $8 to $10 at Ulta, so you save like $3 or $4. But the one that I got, I feel like is kind of old, and it doesn't really perform that well. Sorry, my boyfriend finally decided to text me back. But I'm going to finish filming, and then I think I'm going to go to Marshall's. So I have like another half hour to film. So, but yeah, I really love this one. I really love the scent of this. It smells like just a tropical dream. It smells so good. So I definitely did enjoy this guy. Then the next couple of products are skincare. I have two of these. I have one in my bathroom, but it's not like completely finished yet. It's almost done. But this is the Burt's Bees Cleansing Oil with coconut and argan oils. I believe this is the second one I've used up of this guy. Or maybe this is the first one, and then the second one is in my bathroom. But since I've gotten the micellar water, I don't use this anymore. This was still really good. Like, my sister did recommend this to me before I started using the micellar water. She said that this is what she used on her face to take her makeup off, and now she doesn't purchase it anymore because this one has, you know, the coconut scented kind of products in here, so it has like scents in it. The micellar water is completely unscented, which you're supposed to use unscented products on your face. So I've switched up like all of my skincare lately, but this was still a really good oil. It did a really good job of taking off my makeup. So I have a second one in my bathroom that's like basically down to here. So yeah, that one is a great product as well. Then I finally used up my first bottle of my Sephora Daily Brush Cleaner. This is just like a spot cleaner where like you spray your brush if you don't want to like clean it that day, or it has like some eyeshadow on it and you want to clean it off so the eyeshadow isn't still on your brush when you're putting on, like if you have a pink eyeshadow on your brush and you want to put on like a brown one and the pink eyeshadow stains, you just use this and you wipe it off with a tissue. So I just always pick up Sephora products when it comes to those things because they usually always perform pretty well. I have a second one in my collection now. That one is scented though. This one was like unscented. The other one is like super, like has a super strong like citrusy kind of scent. And this one is just like a regular like sandalwood kind of scent, it says. But yeah, this is really good. And I love the Sephora line for cleaning and stuff like that. Speaking of the Sephora line, I also, of course, used up another one of the Sephora Solid Daily Brush Cleaner. I have another one in my bathroom that's pretty much almost used up as well. This is my favorite soap for cleaning your beauty blender and stuff like that. I only have the L'Oreal sponge now, though, because, let me just see how many products I actually have left in here. Not too many. Most of the other products I'm going to be sharing are going to be declutter products. I decluttered a bunch of lipsticks again, but let's just keep on going with the products I've used up. I would have had more if I still had my Lush products in here, but my mom always ends up throwing them out. But yeah, this one, I actually ended up picking up the Beauty Blender Cleanser recently, and it actually works so well. But I also picked up a new sponge as well because I really needed a new one because the one that I had was like kind of tearing and getting really stained. So this one's still great. I probably have to repurchase it again when I have a clean sponge or the sponge that I'm using now. Well, they never have this in stock like every time I want to go pick it up. So I ended up getting the Beauty Blender Cleanser instead because they didn't have this one. But yeah, that one's a great one. And then I also did use up the Ulta Beauty Brush Cleaning Solid Soap. This one is not half as good as the Sephora one. It has a horrible scent to it. It's super fragranced, and I think this was also breaking me out as well. I thought that this would be great because it was, you know, like cheaper than the Sephora one. Oh, I thought someone commented on one of my videos. Sorry. I get so distracted when I'm filming. But yeah, this was good. It wasn't like amazing. So yeah, I wouldn't really recommend it, but I did use it up at the time because I just wanted to use it up to get it over with. Then of course we have just two Lush products in here. The first one is the Lush E-Aroma Water Toner Water. You guys know I use this up all the time. I pretty much have one of these in every single product I've used up video. So went through another one. I haven't repurchased it though, or even used a toner since I've used this up. Because my sister said I don't really need to use a toner every single day. Like, she's pretty good at skincare because she's not a daily makeup wearer like I am. This is a good toner, but I probably am not going to be purchasing this. I'm like perching. I keep on saying perching this purchasing this anymore because I pretty much have phased out all Lush products out of my skincare routine just because they're so heavily fragranced that I think that's why my skin was breaking out so much. So now my skin is cleared up a lot more. You guys will see in another Get Ready With Me before this video is posted that my skin looks a lot better now than it did before in my last Get Ready With Me video that I just posted of the super bougie makeup. But yeah, I'm probably not going to repurchase another one of these, but I did use up another full size. Then the next Lush product is the Kalamazoo Beard and Facial Wash Face Cleanser. I tried to use up the second one that I had of this guy, but I pretty much could tell that it was super heavily fragranced, and I knew that it wasn't good for my skin anymore because I could tell every single time that I was washing my face felt irritated, and since my skin was getting more used to unscented face products, I think that this was irritating my skin, so I ended up exchanging it for the bath bombs at Lush instead. I'm just going to be using Lush's body washes and stuff from now on and not their skincare. Even though I knew I loved their skincare for a long time, I just need better skincare since I do wear makeup all the time. So I think that the way that I've been taking off my makeup now and washing my face and everything has been much better for me than these. I still loved this cleanser. I still used it up. I was trying to use up the other one to get my money's worth out of it, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go exchange it for some bath bombs. So then the last skincare product I have is the CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotion. I think this is the second one I've used up of this. This is my daily moisturizer that I use every single day. It has SPF 30 in here, which I definitely think that this has improved my skin a ton since I've started using it. You're supposed to use sunblock every single day on your skin, no matter what time of day it is. Or even like if you step outside for a few minutes, you're always supposed to be wearing sunscreen. So that's why I have sunscreen in my it says reapply at least every 2 hours, but if you're not going to be stuck in the sun all day or outside all day, it's okay. As long as you have sunscreen on your face, it's better than having none of it. So that's why I use this every single day. Even though I don't go out to like 3 or 4 hours later after I wash my face, I probably should reapply this before I do my makeup and then go out. But usually I don't end up going out to like 4 or 5 o'clock at night anyway. And if I do wash my face and stuff, then I'm like doing my makeup at like 30 minutes after that because I want like the skincare to soak into my skin, and then I feel like my skin is a little bit too dry if I decide to go into my makeup right away. They usually say you're supposed to wait about a half hour when you do your skincare before you go in with your makeup. But yeah, love this moisturizer. It's great. And then like the last like makeup product I have that I've fully used up, and then we're going to get into products that I'm going to be decluttering. Well, we do have a couple mascaras to talk about, but the Hourglass Ethereal Powder I did talk about in my products I used up video. I'm just going to be getting rid of this guy because I pretty much have used up the entire thing, so I finally did use up a full Hourglass powder. There is a little bit of product left, but the product is pretty old now that I don't really want to be putting it on my face anymore. Hourglass products, even though they are expensive, they do last a long time, but this one only says 12 months, and I've definitely had it more than 12 months, probably over 2 years, so I definitely did get my money's worth out of that, so I'm going to be getting rid of that as well. So 2 powders. Okay, then some mascaras. We have the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, which I love. You guys know how much I love this mascara. I have another sample size that I have from my birthday gift. I know that the last time that I used it, it was super dried out, so I was like, yeah, I have to get rid of it. But now I pretty much only have mini sizes in my collection, so this one is a great mascara. That one was from a sample from Ulta like a few months before I got my birthday gift, so that was nice that I got another sample. Then I'm also going to be getting rid of the Lancome Monsieur Big mini size because now I have a full size of it, and I'm pretty sure this one is dried out. It's not performing as well as the full sized one. I love this mascara. That's why I went out and purchased the full size. It performs just as well as the mini size. Sometimes when you go purchase like a full size mascara, it doesn't perform as well as the mini size for some reason, or I'll like fall out of love of it with it when I go purchase another one, but I love this mascara. It's so good. So we can get rid of the mini size. What other mascaras are in here? I feel like I have another one in here somewhere. I think that's it for mascaras. I'm also going to be going through this guy real quick and see if I'm going to get rid of some of these guys in here. Some of these are definitely old, but I don't really feel the need to get rid of them anytime soon. I'm still using basically the majority of these mascaras that are in here, so I think I'm going to keep the rest of these in my collection for now. The only one I was thinking about decluttering already was the the MAC Giga Bat Lash. I should have used it today. Why do I keep on saying Maybelline? MAC Bold and Bad Lash. I got this from Marshall's, and it did perform pretty well for a while, but I feel like it's already dried out. Like, I feel like this guy is, like, already used up. Like, of course, I can't see if there's any products left. I might be decluttering this, though, because I feel like it's pretty dried out. But everything else I'm going to be keeping in my collection, so I think we're good. Even though I should get rid of half of these eyeliners that are in here. Like, I don't use this Physicians Formula anymore. Well, it seems to be okay. Why did I do that? Now it's going to be stained on my hand. That was a great job, Caitlin. Good job. But yeah, I'm not going to get rid of any of those. So now let's go through. We're getting rid of 2 concealers. The NYX HD concealer. I just don't reach for it anymore, and I feel like this is pretty dried out now. So I've had it for a while, and it doesn't really smell that great. So I'm going to get rid of the shade, what is it? Porcelain. I never really loved this concealer all that much. It had a very dry consistency, so I don't know why I repurchased that. I'm also going to get rid of the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Concealer. I like this one more than the NYX one. But I feel like the last couple of times I had used it, and it also smells like paint now, that it was pretty dried out. So I'm going to get rid of the shade, what is this? Alright, I have makeup wipes right here. I'm like freaking out about this, oh my god, I'm such a dumbass. I'm freaking out about this eyeliner on my hand. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta go wipe it off. But I literally have makeup wipes right in front of me. So that's why they're here while I'm filming, so I don't have to run into the bathroom. Yes, we're gonna get rid of that as well. Then I have one body moisturizer, which you guys know I use this moisturizer pretty much all the time. This is the Clinique Deep Comfort Body Butter, and this is my second one that I've used up the entire thing. So it's pretty much done. I'm just going to be scraping the sides out of here, but pretty much the next couple of times I use it, it's pretty much going to be done. So I do have a backup in my bathroom. I don't moisturize my skin every day. I'm so bad about it, and also because when it gets cold outside, I don't want to stay in the bathroom any longer than I have to, so I don't moisturize my skin every day. But I do moisturize my hands every single day, and this is like my favorite hand moisturizer. So that's why I use up this moisturizer a hell of a lot faster than my other body moisturizers. But my mom usually always purchases this for me. I'm like, gets this for me from Bloomingdale's, and she got me my backup like a couple months ago, and I haven't cracked it open yet because I was working on this one still, but I figured I would have her get me a backup when we were shopping one time. And then I have 2 Soap and Glory body washes. I think I'm going to get rid of this one because this one is definitely older than this one, even though this one says 24 months on it. Let me see how it smells. It doesn't smell too great. I think I'm going to get rid of this one. This is the Clean On Me. Yeah, it doesn't smell that good. The Clean On Me Soap and Glory body wash. Also, it feels pretty soapy and not that great. So we're going to get rid of this. I pretty much used it all the way to the bottom. This is like one of my favorite body cleaners. cleansers, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to get rid of that. This one I'm still going to keep, though. This one isn't as old, even though it's pretty much down to the bottom as well. This is the Rich and Foamous Soap and Glory body wash, but it pretty much looks like it's done as well. I think I'm going to get rid of this one, too. I got this in a little Christmas duo. Around, not Christmas duo, like a happy birthday duo, I think, in like July or June. So it lasted me about like 6 months, and I still have the body moisturizer, but obviously I was going to use up the body wash a lot faster. I definitely preferred the Clean On Me scent as opposed to this one. This one has a very strong scent to it, but it was still good, and I love that the Soap and Glory bath washes are like moisturizers in like 2-in-1 kind of products. They're a body wash and moisturizer in one. So that's why I don't like moisturize it as much as I should, because these would pretty much act as a body moisturizer as well, so you didn't have to double moisturize. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the products that I've used up this year. Now let's get into the products I'm going to be decluttering. I'm also getting rid of my old L'Oreal sponge because that one is really, really old already. It's just really, really dirty, and I'm also getting rid of a Real Technique sponge as well, so those are both going in the garbage. Okay, so now let's go through the products I'm going to be decluttering. So we have a ton of, we're also getting rid of the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Fair 5. Since I have my right shade in this now, I don't really need to use this up anymore. I pretty much almost used it up anyway, and since I don't use or reach for this anymore because I like the fairer concealers that I got from them, I don't need to keep this in my collection anymore, so I'm going to get rid of that. Alright, so now it's time for the declutter part. The Stila Kitten Karma Glitter and Glow eyeshadow is pretty much completely dried out. I can't believe I used up a glitter this year. This is crazy to me. But like I said, this is like my most worn glitter in my whole collection, and I love this glitter so much, but it's time for me to get rid of it because it's pretty much completely dried out. The last time I tried to use it, it was skipping like crazy on my lid, and I had to go in with another glitter in the end, so I really couldn't get this to apply. So I was like, you know what? Got a good run with this, gonna get rid of it, and I did mention it in the products I used up this year. So that is it for those. Okay, so now let's go through a couple of, quite a few lip products I'm going to be getting rid of. Let's start with my Lime Crime Velveteens. It breaks my heart when I get rid of Lime Crime Velveteens, but I went through them a few days ago and I smelled them and I'm like, these ones do not smell good at all. So I was like, it's time for me to get rid of these 4. So the first one we have is Polly, which is a gorgeous like pink tone, but I need to get rid of it because even though I did just wear this last week, I did notice how it didn't smell very good, so I probably should have worn something else, but I decided to wear this, and I was like, time to get rid of it. It sucks, but I did get this over 2 years ago, so we had a good run. I'm running out of room in my trash can. The next one is Cupid, which also is a stunning pink shade, and this one came out around Valentine's Day around 2 years ago, but again, this one smells really, really bad. I'm like, it's time for me to get rid of this one too. Then we have Marshmallow, which is a gorgeous pinky nude, but again, have to get rid of it. And this one came hand in hand with this shade. So when I originally bought this shade, these two came out around the same time for like your light and good side and your dark side, and that's how they were selling these, like your good side, your bad side, like Raven and Marshmallow. I'm pretty sure this was the color that was sold with this one, but when they sent it to me, they accidentally sent me Raven, and they went to send me Marshmallow without me even contacting them. And for people saying that Lime Crime has shitty customer service, they definitely have better customer service than Morphe, because I'm sure if I ordered a product from Morphe and they sent me the wrong product, they'd be like, it's okay, we already charged your account, or you need to pay for this, or you can send it back with a shipping cost and we'll send you a new one. So when they made that mistake, they sent this to me free of charge and they told me you could keep it free of charge. I was like, cool, like that's awesome customer service. So when they sent me the wrong shade, they sent me the right one. Obviously, they were supposed to send me the right one, and they were like, you don't have to send this back to us. You're good. You can keep both of them. So I thought that was really, really awesome customer service. But now, unfortunately, these are both pretty bad now. So we're going to get rid of both of these. I was going to declutter some ColourPop Ultra Satins as well, but I was like, I can't get rid of them yet. So we're not going to get rid of any of those yet. But I am going to get rid of an Ultra Matte Lip, which is the shade, what is this? The shade, Tool. So this one is a pretty old Ultra Matte Lip from ColourPop that I've had since I first purchased Ultra Matte Lips. And it's not like it smells or anything, but I feel like since I've had it for such a long time, and I remember the last time I used it, it was pretty dry on my lips. I'm like, I need to get rid of this. I've had it for a long time. I love that color, but it's time for me to let it go. Then two lipsticks that I'm honestly pretty disappointed that I have to get rid of already, but this one absolutely performs like absolute shit. I'm sorry to be so harsh, but this is not a good lipstick at all. Every single time I put it on, it does not perform. It's so streaky. This is the Beauty Bakery Lip Whip in the shade French Toast. And I got this when they were doing like a sale on a couple of their lip whips when I was ordering from them. And I got one for full price and I got one on sale for $5. So this is the one that I got on sale for $5. And every time I try to wear this, I cannot get it to apply properly. I was like, this is why this is on sale, because it is so streaky, you guys. Like, I really want to keep this because it's not a product that I got all that long ago, but it does not perform. It performs like crap. So I'm going to get rid of it because the other one that I have performs much better, but I don't think that the lip whips are all that great from Beauty Bakery. I like their powder products a lot more. And I would like to try more of their highlighting palettes and more of their liquid products like their concealer and their foundation. But I really didn't like the lip whips as much as Stephanie Nicole did recommend them. This one, I just can't get it to work. The only way I can get it to work is if I wear a lip gloss with it. And I don't want to wear a lip gloss with a matte lip all the time. I want the matte lip to be reliable to wear throughout the whole day. And I just could not get this to work. So that one's going bye-bye. And then we have the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Lip Velvet Finish lipstick in the shade, what is the shade? I don't know what the shade is. It's like the nude color. This smells terrible already. And this product I definitely got probably around the beginning of last year. And it already smells terrible. Like, oh, like it stinks. Like it really does not smell good at all. Like I don't know why this went bad so quickly, but it smells terrible. I don't want to put this on my lips anymore. So this one I'm also going to be decluttering as well. It just smells so bad. Then we have, this unfortunately really, really sucks, but I have to get rid of these 4 Too Faced lipsticks. These are the Too Faced Melted Matte lipsticks, and I'm getting rid of all 4 of the shades because, one, I don't wear these anymore. They used to be like basically one of my favorite liquid lipstick formulas, but they don't smell good anymore. And they pretty much tell you that these pretty much only last a year before you have to get rid of them. I went crazy for these when the Vibe sale was going on, but I think that was around 2 years ago already. So I've had these for about 2 years already. So I think that's a pretty good run. So we have the shades Child Star, Cool Girl, Queen Bee, and Sell Out. So I'm going to be getting rid of all 4 of these lipsticks. If I'm reaching for Too Faced lipsticks now, I'm always going to be wearing the peach ones, the like peachy matte ones that I have. And I still have the glosses in my collection. And I have like the lip toppers that I got from Marshall's now since I'm not supporting the brand full price anymore. I only pick up their stuff at Marshall's if it's on sale to try it out because like I'm still interested in some products from Too Faced, but I won't support the brand directly. That's pretty much my stance on them now. But yeah, these are pretty much done. They just do not smell good anymore. I can tell like every time I try to put them on, they really don't smell good. Ugh. Yeah, it's not very good. And I shouldn't be inhaling like all of these chemicals. Oh, that one doesn't smell good. Nope, 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 nope. But these are such beautiful shades, like Queen Bee and Sellout was like my jam. I wear this all the time, and Queen Bee is such a gorgeous, unique color. And then, but a lot of people say that these go bad really fast. I mean, they don't smell as bad as the Physicians Formula one, though. But I really just don't wear them anymore. Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of them. Too much, too much. Okay, so I'm getting rid of those. And I'm also getting rid of these two lipsticks from Too Faced. These are the two, I forget what these are called. These are like the matte lipsticks that they did before they came out with the liquid matte lipsticks. They came out with a full line of regular matte lipsticks. And these are actually really nice too. This is the shade When in Doubt. But again, they have a funky smell to them. Yeah, it smells old. So I'm going to get rid of this nude. I don't think that these perform as well as their newer Peachy Matte lipsticks. They were good, but they were never like my favorite formula from Too Faced. And then the shade Sorry Not Sorry. I'm pretty sure I got these when they were 2 for 1 at Ulta, and I got them for like $10 each. So that's really like the only time I really like picking up stuff from Too Faced is when they have their Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. They used to have such better deals on 21 Days of Beauty, and now the deals like I never even participate in anymore because I think that they're so much worse than they used to be. But I'm going to be getting rid of that shade as well. Then we're also getting rid of these two crayons from NARS. I really don't want to get rid of Reclusion, but I don't have a big enough sharpener for this, and basically I don't really wear lipsticks like this anymore. So I used it up to that point. Maybe they have as much product down to here, but honestly, I don't really want to use it anymore. So I'm going to get rid of it. And then I'm also going to get rid of NARS's Cruella, because I remember the last time I wore it, which is like months ago, I remember I didn't like how it looked on my lips anymore, and I really don't even use it anymore. Then I'm going to get rid of this as well. So they were just 2 mini samples for my birthday, so it's not like I paid for them. So it doesn't really bother me getting rid of them. Then I'm getting rid of one ColourPop Lippy Stick in the shade Contempo. I really don't want to, but this one smells pretty bad. Like, it smells rank. And it's such a beautiful pink from ColourPop, and it's one of my favorite lippy sticks from ColourPop, but I have the 5 lippy sticks in my collection that I still cannot get rid of, so I'm going to be getting rid of this one, though, because it really does not smell good anymore, but I love the lippy sticks. Then I'm just getting rid of one Makeup Monsters lipstick, because again, I couldn't bring myself to get rid of any more, but I'm going to be getting rid of the shade Flutter. I think this one doesn't smell good anymore as well. Yeah, it smells pretty bad. It smells like paint. These are an amazing liquid lipstick formula, but I don't think that the paler lipsticks from Makeup Monsters perform as well as the darker ones. I still have Terracotta, Cornucopia, because those are amazing lipsticks in my collection. I should have picked them up when they were buy one, get one free from the website, so I could have gotten rid of the older ones that I have and picked up some new ones instead. But I absolutely love those lipsticks, so we'll see if I end up picking up any more or like replacing any lime crime lipsticks. I was going to get rid of Salem, Saint, and Pumpkin as well because they don't smell that good anymore. But I was like, I'm going to give them until March, and then I'm going to decide whether or not I want to get rid of them or if I want to pick up like more at some point. But yeah, I'm going to be getting rid of that guy. And then the last lipsticks is the Tarte Amazonian Butter Lipstick in Ethereal Pink. This one has like a weird scent to it, and I really just don't even reach for it anymore. I haven't worn this in a while, and the Tarte lipstick that I do have is, what is it called? The one from the Rainforest of the Sea line, the Color Splash one, which I like a hell of a lot more than this one. So I'm going to get rid of this guy. That one is definitely an older one. And then the last lipstick I'm getting rid of right now is the NARS Audacious Lipstick in the shade Brigitte, which really does break my heart. but it doesn't smell good anymore. And I've had these NARS Audacious lipsticks for like 3 years now. I'm not getting rid of Raquel yet. I want to see if I can use up Raquel before I get rid of it, even though I really don't reach for it anymore. Like I have so many lipsticks in my collection, you guys. That's why every single time I get rid of stuff and do a declutter, I'm always getting rid of lipstick. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 lipsticks here, so that's not too bad. I got rid of 30 lipsticks in my last declutter, so I'm pretty much getting rid of 18, so that's almost 50 lipsticks. So I think that's pretty good. I have purchased a lot of new formulas, but my mom is right outside. Hold on. Okay, so anyway, sorry. Like, I just really don't want to get rid of this lipstick because it was like one of my go-to lipsticks when I first got it. And this is actually the shade that my mom wears like every day of her life. This is like the only NARS lipstick that she has besides like a red one. But this is her everyday lipstick. Like, she's used up, I think, like 2 of these at least. So she goes through this like water. And I absolutely love this lipstick, but I think it's time for me to let it go. So sad. I really don't want to. But it just sits on my thing now, and I don't use it, so we gotta get rid of that. And then I'm also getting rid of a couple of eyeliners. These are pretty old, so I think I want to get rid of these. These are the Urban Decay Razor Sharp Long Wear Liquid Eyeliners. I think I've had these for a couple of years already, and I never use these anymore. I was obsessed with these when I first got them, but I realized that I'm just not a liquid liner type of girl, and the liquid liner I have is the NYX one, and that one works just as well, and I think it works better than these, honestly. So this one is the black shade in Perversion, I believe. The brown one is, where the heck are the shade names? Demolition. And then the blue one is Chaos, which is one of the shades from the Electric palette. They reuse a lot of names in Urban Decay. This one was so beautiful. Like, the blue one is so pretty. But I think that these are really mega old, so I'm going to get rid of these as well. They've been sitting in my bathroom for a while now, and I'm like, I need to get rid of them. And then the last thing is this Too Faced brush. Really does not perform well at all, so I'm going to get rid of this Too Faced Bronze Spooky brush. I really don't like this anymore. It constantly is a pain to clean, and it comes out of the tube all the time, and honestly I found a better bronzer brush that I like a lot more, that I never use this anymore, so we're gonna get rid of this finally. So that is it for the lipsticks and everything. Now let's see if I'm gonna get rid of any of this stuff. The first thing I know I'm gonna get rid of is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Airbrush Silk Pressed Finishing Powder. When I tried to repress this, it pretty much became a freaking nightmare, so this can go right in the garbage because that is definitely not working for me anymore because it kind of like got wrecked. Then the next thing I know I'm totally getting rid of is this LA Girl Pro Coverage HD High Definition Foundation. I just don't like this foundation at all, you guys. I don't know why this foundation gets so much love. It is not a good foundation. It is so chemically. It doesn't look that great on the skin. I got this because of Young Wild and Polish, I believe, and Makeup by Peta. Makeup by Peta said she used this all the time, but I don't think that this is a good foundation. It smells so chemically on the skin. It's just not a good foundation, you guys. And I think I'm finally going to get rid of these lipsticks since I never wear them anymore. I do not support this brand whatsoever. I'm also going to get rid of this. I accidentally purchased the wrong shade in a concealer once, and I think it's getting pretty separated since I've never used it. And this one I got around the same time as Fair 2 and Fair 8, and I was going to give it to my best friend, but I think I'm just going to get rid of it because it doesn't look very good. So this is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade. Maybe I will give it to her tomorrow. It's in the shade Beige 25. So I might actually give it to her at some point, but I think I'm finally going to declutter the Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks because they just constantly sit in my room and I never ever use them. I think I got rid of I'm Nude a while ago and I kept these 3, but I never use them. Like, they are really good lipsticks and they do perform really nicely, but I don't know, maybe I will put them back in my collection since I'm getting rid of more lipsticks, and maybe I might actually reach for them at some point because I did spend the money on these and they still smell pretty good. I just, you know, like I actually do enjoy the formula of these, I'm not gonna lie, and this was back when I wanted to test the lipstick, so maybe I will put these in my drawer and actually give these a go. I know I did say that I have more makeup in my room and in my bathroom. Maybe I'll share the rest of this stuff at some point. I think I will put these in my collection and maybe give them another go, and if I really don't enjoy them, I'm just going to get rid of them altogether. The rest of this stuff I don't really have to share with you guys. It's just like back stock of stuff that I just don't really use that much. This one is NARS's Hot Sand, which I probably could put back in my collection, but this is my backup of NARS's Laguna. So whenever I do use up Laguna in the Stephen Klein palette, this is my backup because I got this because of the Hot Sand highlighter, and I really don't like this highlighter pretty much at all. It's just not that good. It's like not half as good as other NARS highlighters. It's just way too light for me. And I'm probably going to put this back in my collection and use this again at some point. So, because I did spend like $45 on this. So, now of course they have these at Nordstrom Rack for like $12. The Hot Sand, like full size ones. And I paid so much for this duo from Bloomingdale's because I wanted it like so badly. I'm also going to get rid of this Tarte blush in the shade Blissful because I never use my Tarte blushes anymore, and these are pretty old, and when I smell it, it smells like chalk. Like it doesn't smell good anymore. I pretty much have decluttered my other Tarte blushes from my collection, and this was the last one I kept in my collection to see if I was going to use it, and I never ever reached for it, so I'm like, it's time for me to get rid of these. I got these Tarte blushes back where I first like got into makeup again when I was like 26 at least. So I've had these at least 4 years. And honestly, I don't really love Tarte blushes as much as other people. They're good, but I prefer my MAC or Makeup Geek or Becca blushes over Tarte blush or NARS blushes over Tarte. They're good, they're pigmented, but I find that they're very dry. And I don't know, I just don't think they're that great. This NARS Albatross highlighter I love a hell of a lot more than the Hot Sand one. I think that this one is much better, but this one is a lot older. I don't smell anything, so maybe I might put this back in my collection as well. I know this one is pretty damn old. This was one of my first highlighters that my mom got for me, but I think I might put these two NARS highlighters back in my collection and give them another go because I have so many highlighters that I wanted to get rid of these, but I wasn't going to get rid of this one because this one has Laguna in it, but I'm like going through the stuff in my room to see if I'm going to get rid of this stuff, but I'm still going to hold on to it. I'm also going to incorporate the Lorac Pro palette back into my collection. I'm not going to get rid of this. Everything else here, I'm also going to get rid of this shade Erotic from ColourPop because this is pretty dried out. And I think that's pretty much it, you guys. I don't think there's anything else here that I need to share with you. I think I'm also going to get rid of this Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. I never reach for it anymore, and honestly, I never thought that this foundation was that great. But again, it doesn't smell that bad. Maybe I'm going to give this another go as well. It says 24 months. I might be keeping this in my collection as well. So yeah, that is it, you guys. I think that's pretty much it that I wanted to share with you. I have these these blushes from Benefit in my room as well because they didn't fit in my collection before. But I think I might put them back in my collection. Oh my god, I'm not doing very well. But it is so hard for me to get rid of blushes. And then I have these Clinique Cheek Pops in here, which are very old as well, and they don't really perform that well anymore, but I don't know, I have to go back in my videos and see how old some of this stuff is. So yeah, that's it, you guys. So please like and subscribe, follow me on all my social media, and I'll probably like include more of this stuff that's on the side in other videos, because like one of my subscribers wants me to do like a bathroom collection of like the other stuff I didn't show you guys in my makeup collection, but it's all like broken makeup it's just like in one box, and it's only like a few highlighters and some broken blushes. And then I have these in like these bins here, which I did say that I have in my makeup collection, but I didn't show everything that's in there. So yeah, I love you guys. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys used up this year and what you are decluttering, and if there's any products I should be trying, let me know. Not anything that's not primer or brow or like foundation or concealer. Like I can still purchase those things and not like be overwhelmed, but do not recommend eyeshadow, highlighter, blushes, or lipsticks to me. I'm on such a no buy for those. You have no idea. So yeah, I love you guys. Bye.